Hey YouTubers, it's Vince Romano26 here, and I'm coming to you today with a thrift store, eBay, and my very first ever Etsy haul. Woohoo! I found some really great stuff in the last week. I apologize if it's been a while since I've shot and uploaded a video. Last week was a really hellish week for me. Took my driver's test and I failed within the first 5 minutes. My examiner had me back into a space before we went out on the road, and I nicked the cone just barely. And unfortunately here in Maryland, if you nick a cone while you're backing in or doing anything on the in the driving test that involves a cone and you hit it, you automatically fail. I was a little disappointed and angry. I did throw a hissy fit, which is not something I typically do. I was kind of embarrassed too because before the test you have to sign a little sheet just to verify that you actually were there for the test and everything. And of, I think, the 4 or 5 people that were on this guy's list, I was the only one that failed. So you can only imagine my disappointment and my anger. I didn't lash out at the instructor. He was nice enough, and he just, said I was eligible to come back within the next 2 or 3 days. And, I don't like to lash out at someone when it's not their fault. They have to just follow company policy, like what I have to do at my job. Some people lash out at me, and, it hurts because I can't help but follow company policy, but, that's just how it is. It's either I follow company policy or I get fired. Anyway, enough of my rant of my long week. Oh, there was one thing also. I waited till the very last minute to do an assignment. It took me about a day and a half to finish it, and I'm telling you, I'm glad I got it over with, because I'm never ever procrastinating again, or I'm going to work on it. Okay, so now, away from my dramatic week, I want to get to the haul. I found this anthropology mug, and this is not an old piece, but this is just something I had to show because it was something that I got so cheap, and I never see anything like this out when I'm picking. So it has the letter V on it, which stands for my first name, and I like the fact that it's in the shape of like an old school shaving mug, and like I said, it's from Anthropology. We looked it up in the thrift store, and I noticed it because Kelly with House of Aqua, who is an awesome YouTuber, and she has the same kind of style that I do, but more of contemporary modern, not mid-century modern like I do, like. She has found these mugs at her Goodwill for like $1.99, $2.99. I got this for 60 cents at my charity shop near the college campus. I was really happy about that because these retail for about $8 if you go to the Anthropology store and buy them. So I really like that. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it or if I'm just going to put it up with all of my cool knick-knacky stuff. But for 40 cents, I couldn't pass that Anthropology mug up. Okay, so let's start with the thrift store pieces. This is something I really like a lot. It's an Aisher Dora Duck 3-dimensional picture, probably from the late 50s or early 1960s. I paid $1.99 and 20% off, so that was $1.61. And that was a steal because that's just something that I absolutely love. And I can't wait to hang that up. Sorry, guys. Okay, my next 2 pieces were $1.50 each. They were these vintage 1960s Coca-Cola Trick or Treat candy containers. One's a skull and one is Wendy from Casper and Wendy. I'm definitely going to keep the skull. I'm not sure about Wendy. I'm going to look her up and see what she sells for. If she doesn't sell for much, I'm just going to keep her, or I'm going to bring her to the next antique show. So $1.50 each, I couldn't beat that. Next little piece came from the Donation Nation. It's just a little 70s tumbler. Paid 33 cents for that. It's got that 70s fruit vibe on it. A little bit of paint wear and everything like that, but that's expected with old glass like this. My aunt's gonna love that. For those of you who don't know, she really likes kitschy 70s stuff like that. Over here, we have these vintage fondue forks. For some odd reason, these fondue forks tend to sell really well. Jen the Pudgy Picker, if you're watching this, what do you think I should get for these? Or what I should start these out on eBay? On eBay. I'm thinking maybe $14.99 because they're in the original box. The box is stamped Japan. So that was a good sign. And this was an awesome find at the charity shop that I went to. Whew, sorry guys. This is an awesome 50s stool. I assume it was probably put on a vanity, or I could even use it as an ottoman if I wanted to. And look how much I paid for this with my discount. $2.99 for this. So I got this for $2.51. $2.51 is what I paid for this piece. And it is old. I mean, look at this. We don't make furniture like that anymore. It's just awesome. I need to polish the brass and everything on it, but other than that, it's in beautiful condition. And for $2.99, look at the pattern on this thing. It's awesome. And over here, my last piece from the thrift store is this really awesome new old stock Forgot It kit. It's from the 1960s, and it's complete. Everything is in there. Here's what it looks like from a newspaper ad. It was for a woman to bring with her wherever she went. You know, there's Kleenex, there's a aspirin tin, sewing kit, scotch tape, safety pins, a poncho. I mean, there's everything in here. I can't wait to see what these go for. I only paid like $4.75 for this. And it's in the original box in which it came. So I cannot wait to sell that. I should probably be able to get $40 for that. My next two pieces came from eBay and Etsy. First piece being this 1936 Coca-Cola Hostess Girl in beautiful condition. I paid $34.69 for her, and she's going into my collection because, as many of you know, I love old Coke trays. Again, $34.69, beautiful condition. She looks great with all of my other trays, and just look at the style of her in that dress, that evening gown, and the Coca-Cola bottles, and the glass, and the tray, and everything. Just awesome. And it is kind of rough. I mean, there's paint missing and all that stuff, but you know what? I expect that from old pieces like this, and I didn't pay hardly anything for it, so it's fine by me. My last piece is probably my favorite piece from the entire haul. This is from 1957. This is a Canadian tray, also known as the Umbrella Girl. She kind of reminds me of Elizabeth Taylor a little bit, just the hair and the face. I've been wanting this tray for so long, and I was so happy to finally get it. It's not mint, as you can see, because there's scuffing right here, and there's a bit of staining. This is the only tray that I own that is from Canada. This was made in the United States, but it was distributed to the English portions of Canada. They did make this version in French for, like, Quebec and stuff like that, but I wanted it in English. I saw it on Etsy. I was looking up Coca-Cola tray in Etsy, and this came up, and I got it for $46.95. I was so happy to finally be able to own this tray. I don't have space for her, unfortunately, but, you know, I'm going to find a place to put her. So that is my quick little thrift haul, and tomorrow is Monday, so if I can get all the stuff done that I need to today, I will definitely be going to the thrift store again. And before I go today, I do want to give a little shout out to Gallery Girl 21 and Madam Hodgepodge. I apologize if YouTube is not letting me respond to your comments. I respond to all of my comments on my videos, and for some reason, I'm not allowed to respond to your comments or even give you a thumbs up for what you say. I'm not ignoring you. I feel terrible if you do feel that I'm ignoring you. I don't like anybody to feel that way. So if you're watching this, I sincerely apologize. I'm not ignoring you. For some reason, YouTube's not letting me respond to your comments. So yeah, again, that is my haul. Please let me know what you think about my items in the comments down below. And if you have any interest in that Forgot It kit, please let me know what you are willing to pay. I don't know if I'm going to put it on eBay or if I'm going to put it on Etsy. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button for future videos, and thank you for watching.